So cells, so I'm not going to do any more teaching. Okay, I'll be asking you a lot of questions. Yep. So look at this one. Okay, it cannot be just straight away we get to the answer. I have a lot of questions to ask you. Okay, in fact, for the class on Wednesday, I asked so many questions. Okay. Yeah. Okay, yeah. Hannah is very positive. Okay, she said, it doesn't matter even if question 10 is a repeat, you know. It's a good way to revise. If you do the question again and you're making the same mistake, then it's, wow, jialat, right? But if you have already improved, you would have gotten a good answer there. Yeah, you would have written there. So there's a difference here between the plant cell and animal cell, and you must identify those that are not true. Okay. So if you look at the plant cell wall, this is correct, has chloroplast. Okay. No cell membrane. This is not true. No nucleus. Okay. Not true. So let's look at animal cell. No cell wall is okay, right? This we know. No chloroplast. Cell membrane, okay, has a nucleus. In general, yeah lah. Typical animal cell, typical plant cell, yes. Okay. So which of the differences are not true? We have the answer there. Do you all have any problem with this? Let me just open up. Okay, all of you seems to be pretty okay. Yeah? So I think, oh, okay, Hannah, that's good. That's good. Okay, very positive. I like that. Only when I say that you can help to annotate, then I'll let you annotate. Is it okay? Yeah. So answer for this one. So if you have gotten this wrong, okay, you probably read it wrongly. Okay, I want you all to take note. All right. The question here actually asks you to identify the differences that are not true. If you have read it wrong, you're identifying the correct differences between them. Which answer would you have? You will have written down B, isn't it? Correct? If you choose B, I know. You never read properly, You are choosing the one with the correct one, right? You see? Yeah, I know. Yes, correct, Hannah. You cannot compare masterclass to our tutorial. Yeah. Masterclass. Okay, when he has masterclass, he also want to attract a lot of people to sign on to 88 Tuition, isn't it? There are a lot of people who attend the masterclass. They are not our students also. So when they see him talk, yeah lah, true. Masterclass, you can't chit-chat. But here can. Got difference, Pros and cons. Masterclass, you all don't play Kahoot, right? We play Kahoot here. Okay. So only one person got it wrong. I hope that person already understand. And I believe it was a careless thing lah. It was a very, very careless thing. Okay, careless choice of answer because you didn't read properly. But every MCQ carries 2 marks. The 2 marks are too important to be lost. Can you all promise me from now on, you can actually read very carefully? Yes or no? Give me thumbs up if you can. Okay, because if you are not careful, you lose 2 marks. No. I'm saying that if you are choosing option B, that means you are not reading it as not true. Okay, our answer should be this. 3 cells are shown below. K, L, M. Which of the following shows the correct classification and common parts found in all cells? So we are talking about the common parts. Now you look at K, L, and M. Okay, what do you think is K? What do you think is L? What do you think is M? Yeah. What do you think are they? Okay. Is it animal, animal, animal? Is it plant, animal, plant? Is it plant? Yashika?
Plant, animal.
Plant, animal. Why is that so?
Because like cell K has a cell wall and chloroplast, that means it must belong to a leaf. Cell L has our cell wall, so it probably belongs to the root. It could be a root cell. And cell M has no cell wall, so it might be an animal cell.
Okay, so the very big distinction, okay, the very clear one is, I hear from you, is this has no cell wall, and this has the cell wall, okay, and this has the cell wall. All right, then if I want to differentiate K and L, I'll be saying that, oh, this has got chloroplast. Okay, so this is what I gather from what Yashika said. And then this one has no chloroplast. All right. Yeah, so you have indicated all this. Okay, I'm not putting no chloroplast for animal cell because we know that clearly it is not going to have it. But for plant cells, we can have some plant cells having it, some plant cells don't have. Okay, Priya says, plant cells have cell wall, animal cell does not. Okay.
Are there such things as animal cells who have chloroplasts?
I'm not going to give you an answer because in secondary school, you're going to see some questions that will misguide you, mislead you, tell you something. Okay. Yeah. So I'm not going to give you a definite answer because if I tell you now, then you say, but when you go on to Sec 1, you say, but last year, my tutor, Miss Day, on the 21st of May, she told me, okay. Yeah. So we learn different things all the time. Even if I tell you don't have now, let's say there really isn't, okay, in future, due to mutation, due to whatever, things can happen. A lot of things are not discovered last time, but we discover it now. So we can prove, certain concepts is not correct. So there is always a chance certain things can happen. All right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I'm reading the comments. Okay. Okay. Thank you for sharing. Right. So come back to this one. Now we have our identification of the plant cell and the animal cell. What are the common parts then? Okay, what are the common parts found in all cells? All right. Okay, so the answer is B. Okay, you see, we already identified this one, right? Now we have to decide, hey, for the common parts, which one is actually for sure there, but which one will not. Okay, so what is the one that's the deciding factor? Which of you actually look at that and you decided the answer, okay, should be B? Tommy? Which one? When you read the common parts are for B and then for D, what is it that caused you to decide answer should be B?
Because animal cells do not have cell walls.
Okay, so this is the one, right? Very good. Okay, so other than this, the rest are like nucleus, cytoplasm, and cell membrane. Are they common parts in all cells? Common parts are. What about nucleus? Nucleus also? All cells? They are talking about all cells, Yeah. So which cell?
Red blood cells.
Red blood cells. Thank you, Priya. Red blood cells does not have cell wall. Thank you. Does not have what? What did I say?
Nucleus.
Should be nucleus. I think I said cell wall suddenly. Okay. Yeah, so funny. My goodness. Because I'm thinking of cell wall in my head. Okay, then in the end, I didn't read nucleus. I read it out as cell wall. Goodness. How many of you can actually, or you'll actually experience something like that? You talk to someone, right? Then you're writing your answer for your worksheet. Then you actually wrote down things that you're speaking. I did also. Then I submit to the teacher. The teacher said, what are you answering? You look like you're trying to have a conversation with me. Question 3. Okay, we have 2 cells here and their cell structures. So what information can you get from these 2 diagrams for cell 1 and cell 2? Okay, let's look at the first statement. Both cells have structures Q and S. Yes, correct. Because it's labeling what? It's labeling for us. So the cells are different in their shape. Okay, it's true, isn't it? There are many structures T present in cell 1. What is it referring to, T? Are you able to tell what is pointing to?
It's the chloroplast.
Is the chloroplast, meaning this one.
The picture's
Right.
not very clear.
Yeah, not very clear. It seems like it's pointing to the cell membrane, you know, on my diagram. Okay, this is something to take note of also. Ken? So, yeah. So if it's a chloroplast, it's correct. Yep. Cell 1 has structure P that surrounds structure Q, but cell 2 does not have. What is this structure P?
Cell wall.
Cell wall. Hey, wait. What is the answer here?
I choose anyhow because I did not find the answer for that one.
Go on. Let me see.
No, I think C is correct. C is
No,
correct.
it's-
Yeah, C is correct because it
No, see,
points
it's
to
correct because
chloroplast.
there are many chloroplasts in cell 1.
How come
Yeah.
I put across? Nobody noticed. You see, Priya, you even tell me, oh, I anyhow choose because don't have that option there. Very good, Brian. You notice you didn't highlight to me. Yeah, so when I put a cross there, I was wondering, nobody point out to me why. Correct?
Actually, I choose B.
You choose B because you know, not because there's no answer there. All right. So if I ask you to label, Nikki, if I ask you to label, do you think you can label the whole diagram here?
Well, Q and T are a bit confusing. Actually, I think Q is the cytoplasm. For the plant cell, then actually it's the cell membrane if you want to cell 2, because it's the outer part. So that's where I only confirm the cell membrane.
Yeah.
Then for R, it is the cytoplasm because it points to the jelly-like substance in both cells.
Okay.
S points to the nucleus, which is the big cell, and then P points to the cell wall, which is the outer part of the cell, and T points to the bit near to the chloroplast. Although at first I thought it was a cell membrane, actually now I know it's a chloroplast because there's a chloroplast near there.
Yeah. Yeah. And some more, we already have cell membrane, right?
Yes, so there's no way we can have two.
Thank you very much. Okay. What is another thing that is in the plant cell, but usually in primary school level, not found in the animal cell? There's one more part.
Vacuole.
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 Okay, over here. You may want to write this down. But in secondary school, you're going to learn animal cells also have vacuoles, right? Yeah, small and many. Okay, in the animal cell. In primary school, you don't have to. Right. Okay, next. Compare a muscle cell and a spring onion leaf cell. Which of the comparison are true? So you can underline, highlight, circle, whatever. Just make sure you bring your attention to this. Okay, when you're checking, it's easier. So what do you think? What are the comparisons that are true?
Muscle cell is from animal, and then spring onion leaf cell is from plant.
Okay, so we can write down information like this. Yes, it's helpful. What else would you do when you're approaching questions like this?
Name all the parts that are in that cell.
So in general, we can actually write down there's nucleus. What else? Cell membrane. Cytoplasm, right? In general, typically is like that. It's just like that. How about the spring onion leaf cell?
Cell wall
All those three things plus the cell wall and
and the
the
chloroplast, since it's a leaf cell.
Correct. Yeah. Don't be tricked. Somebody saw onion, right? and thought that there is no